Hi, welcome to GenAI on Tanzu. In this demo, I'll be walking you through how GenAI can be used in Tanzu Application Service. As you know, Tanzu Application Service delivers consistent developer and operational experience on both vSphere and public clouds. For this demo, I've deployed TAS, that is Tanzu Application Service, on Azure Cloud and added few tails as you see on the screen. You might be already familiar with few tiles like Boss Director, TAS for VMs, and VMware Postgres for TAS. If you take a very close look into it, you might be seeing a very new tile which you have never seen earlier, that is GenAI for TAS, which I have imported and configured. Configuring GenAI in TAS is very simple, like any other integrations. I would like to highlight the LLM worker config, where you can configure the LLM. So click on the GenAI for TAS, brings you to the configuration section. And if you just scroll down here, you have to configure the models, where you can configure multiple models that is to be deployed in your Worker VMs. If you just take a close look here, I've used models from Hugging Faces, like these are the various model names I've used, and I specified the models from Hugging Faces. And similarly, I've used the GPU type as T4, but whereas you have option to include or select any GPU type as you need. And I've deployed one more additional worker model like Code Llama with a model name. And similarly, if you're using a vSphere environment, you can also provide GPU driver details, etc. Once the changes are applied, worker VMs get created in the backend infrastructure. That can be a vSphere environment, or Azure, or AWS, or GCP. In this case, since I'm using Azure, the VMs are created in the backend with T4 v3, which is the T4 type VMs that I've selected as part of the LLM worker configuration. Once installation is completed, it is time to consume GenAI service, which I'll be showing you the demo. So you don't need to really do anything. Just specify the model names. The controller VM deploys configs, imports the models, pull and downloads the models, does all the configuration all by itself. Let me first deploy an application where the source code is already ready. So if you just see, like, we'll be deploying an application called Spring Music app. So what I'll be doing is just do a simple CF push, and the application gets deployed. So as you know, TAS is powerful and a proven platform to deploy the containerized applications without needing to write any sort of Docker files at all. All you need is just the source code, and like what I did is CF push. That's it. So platform automatically scans through the source code automatically and uses appropriate build packs to create an application with proper certificates, routes, so that you can access the application with a route endpoint. The application is deployed successfully. Let me switch back to the apps manager and try to access the application. Yep, there you go. Application is deployed, and it is just a simple application. So now let's create the services for GenAI and PostgresDB and restart the application like again. And as I said earlier, this application is developed using Spring AI. So all the libraries required for integrating with the endpoints for the required LLM models is already there. So let's just go to create a service. So I don't have it. I have only one service that is currently bound to one of the app called GReadI for chat. Similarly, let's create two more services. Since the LLM Worker VM is already created, just create a service, and from the marketplace, just select the appropriate service. In this case, I'll be selecting GenAI service. We're giving it a name, and I'll bind it to the app, Spring Music app demo. Just create. Spring LLM service is created successfully. Now let's go ahead and create one more service. Now it's time to create a Postgres on-demand service. Let's follow the same process. Let's bind the service to the application. Spring Music app demo, create. So the services are created successfully. Now let's go ahead and restage the application. Restaging is in progress. Restaging is completed successfully. Now let's go ahead and refresh the application. So there you go. You got a chatbot over here, which was not there earlier. Now with the service binding is done, right? You can see the chatbot and also the profile showing up, the LLM models here with the services. So now let's ask the popular song Indian cinema. There you go. We got the output to here from Ashika 2. So these are the application works with GenAI and TAS. So you can create any application and bind the service with the GenAI service and start using GenAI in your environment. Thank you very much.